Breathing is spiritual portal. Breathing, that is iku ume. Iku ume kupụta. Ọ bụ spiritual portal. That is to say, it opens spiritual access. You know the reason I do from time to time come to remind my listeners about the power of the mind, the power within them, the mind. It is because if you are talking about spirituality without the mind, you have not started. The mind is actually what grants access, that is, the bridge between the physical world and the energetic world. The physical world, the energetic world, that is the energetic world, which you may also call the spiritual world or the unseen world, because we don't see energy. We only see their manifestations. Now, when you are talking about spirituality, you are talking about the unseen world, the energetic world. And you can't be talking about the energetic world without talking about the mind. The mind serves as the bridge between the physical world that we see and the energetic world. The mind has a lot to do or to contribute to your life. How do I say it? The mind has a lot to do with your life. What is happening in your life? What is happening within and around you, your environment? The mind has a lot to do with your state. It is actually what the mind sustains that reverberates in the emotion. You know, I know that this kind of teaching don't interest a lot of people, but from time to time, Ezinwa Anaedo finds himself coming back to remind people about the power of the mind, harnessing the powers of the mind. Because if you, as somebody that is energetically conscious or spiritually conscious, whichever one you call it, or let me say you as an Igbo person, you as a religious person, you that understands a little about ordinary omenani, you that understand that someone can go to Dibia, Abba Faneni Ife Check Ife, you that understand that spiritual works are or can be of benefit, you that have that that consciousness in you. You know what I'm telling you is that the reason I do come to remind you about the mind, your mind, the impact is that if you do not understand the role that your mind plays in determining things about you, in determining your state of being, the role that your mind plays in impacting even your physical body, impacting even your spiritual life, your energetic life. If you do not understand it, Do you know one thing it will do to you? One short thing it will do to you is that your practices, your approach of spirituality, about your approach of ordinary, omenani, will always be outward. Will always be about another person. Will always be about, let me run to Dibia. Let me run to my spiritualist. Let me run to my diviner. Let me run to my pastor. Let me run to my evangelist, my prophet. Let me run to my, it will always be about you moving outside of yourself. And like I've always said, whatever problem in your life that you feel you want to seek solution to from Dibia, you want Dibia to do consultations, do works and all that for you to get out of that problem. I've always told you, solving a problem, you have to identify the source of the problem. The source of whatever be the problem in your life is you. You. And so, to correct that problem, begin with you. It doesn't begin with Dibia. It doesn't begin with your prophet, your pastor. It doesn't begin with your Ezinwa or whatever. It begins with you. Now, we are talking about breathing. Breathing, that is ikume. Focusing on your breathing. Your breathing is more than a biological function of the body. You don't just breathe to receive air for survival. Breathing is a ritual that every human being does every now and then, every second of the day. Breathing is a ritual. Breathing is an access. When it is done consciously, every human being, I don't know, if you calculate the number of times you breathe in and out every day, calculate it per minute, per second, per minute, per hour, you'll see that you breathe in and out every day, thousands of times. But not how many people are conscious of their breathing. Your spiritual consciousness begins with you being conscious of what goes on in your body. What happens in your body. You can't say you are spiritually conscious and the ordinary breathing that you do every second, you are not even conscious of it. Being spiritually conscious is not that you have a babalawo that does a far for you every now and then, every day. It does not end on you have a Dibia that you always run to for afa. That does not make you a spiritually conscious person. You are not spiritually conscious. Now, one beautiful thing about breathing is that mental focusing on breathing draws your attention from the outward inward into yourself. Focusing attention on your breathing gathers your scattered energy and focus them on yourself. Because yourself is the powerhouse of your existence. There are many things that goes on in your life. Like I just said, if you are such a spiritual person that don't pay attention to your mind, you will always see yourself running helter-skelter in the houses and chambers of spiritualists, Dibias, Babalawo, pastors, and all that. And you know one funny thing about it? You are going to be getting little or no result from all this running of helter-skelter. There are some problems in your life that you can actually resolve by employing the powers of your mind and emotion without going outside of yourself, without seeking Dibia or anybody. There are certain problems in your life. See, your mind is so powerful that you can unleash Amosu against your life just by your thoughts. A human being can unleash Amosu. You know what is Amosu? Nseke, Uke, Akogedi. You know, all these negativities. One can unleash it against oneself just by one's thoughts. Now, there are certain issues that you are having today that was never caused by any spirit nor by any human being, but caused by your energy, your energetic vibration emitted by your thoughts, by your feeling, because see, it is the thought that triggers every other energy. It is the thought that triggers every other energy. As far as we are talking about the energy world, the energy field, the mind can never be left out because that is the gateway. That is the bridge that takes you from the physical world to the energy world, to the spiritual world, if you may call it that way. There are some problems in your life today that was never caused by any human being or any spirit, but you have been busy moving from one dibia to the other. Dibia gbara m afa ka mmadụ ihe na-ada m amosu. Dibia gbara m afa ka mmadụ ihe na-eme nke ka mmadụ onye na-eme m ka mmadụ mmụọ na-eme m. Your problem was never caused. Some of your problem was never caused by any spirit, nor by any human, but by your energy. Now, the mind is what controls the flow of energy. You may have heard this phrase, this statement that energy flow where attention goes. What is that attention we are talking about? The attention is about mental focusing. Mental focusing. Wherever you focus your attention, your mental attention, that is where you direct the flow of energy. And the energy that flows is determined by the vibration that accompany that focus of attention. If you are always constantly focusing your attention on the negatives, you are going to awaken negative energy and give them direction of flow. If you are always focused on the negative aspect, the positive aspect, you always awaken positive energy and give them direction of flow by your mental focus. One of the diseases that a lot of us suffer today in this world is distraction. That is, we find it difficult to focus positively, but we often focus negatively. Someone, in our world of today, world of distraction, people rarely give time to observe. We are talking about breathing. Something as simple as the breathing in and out that every human being does from birth can actually be a way of you to harness positive energy to heal yourself. Most of the problem that you are facing today is not about what the other person does or what the other person did or what whatever spirit did, but it's about your approach to it, your approach to that person, your approach to that spirit. Somebody who is disciplined in his mental focusing will always be able to disarm the outward enemy. That is, am I sure after? If you are such a person that you are able to discipline what you focus your mind on, what you focus attention on, you will understand that the best way to treat an outside enemy, that is the enemy that is not within your body, is to shift your gaze, shift your attention from that outside enemy. Your attention is like the torchlight you use in the dark. Wherever you flash the torchlight to, becomes illuminated. And that is the only thing you see in that darkness. Now, your mind is like that torchlight. Now, if there's an enemy outside of you, and your torch is always flashed on that enemy, you are giving that enemy attention. And you are exhausting your energy on that enemy. And whatever you feed attention grows, expands. But if you can, remove that your torchlight away from that your enemy and focus that your torchlight on something positive about your life, you will see that positivity expand and gain more weight. Now, that is just what happens in the lives of a lot of people. In fact, in the life of every human being. Na bufere ya na zona, amache gana na nebe anu a chorosia ụmụ nkodo anya adem ya iji wee me ihe. Yeah? So, if you are able to control what you focus your energy on, your mind, your emotions, if you are able to control it, if you are able to redirect your mind, you'll be able to redirect your energy. The price you pay when you neglect this kind of teaching that Ezinwa gives is that you will always see yourself running outside of self in search for solution that you will never find. Even if you find it, see, it is not everything that happened to you that was caused by any human being or by any spirit. And onwere ihe na agwa ndị mmadụ awom dibia afa ana m agba afa. Sometimes people will come to me and like, Ezinwa, please, I want you to do afa for me. I want to embark on something. And I want to know if that thing will succeed. By afa. I want you to do afa for me. Let me know if I will succeed in this venture. Now, it is not as if it is bad to request for such afa. It's not bad. But what I always tell people is that it is not about, because asking me to do afa for you to decipher or to get message from the energy field from Omuo, if you are going to succeed in certain venture, I can do it and get information and relate to you. But what I'm telling you is that It is not about what is more saying about this I'm about to do. Will I succeed or not? Sometimes, most times, it is about what is the energy you carry, what is your vibration about that thing. You know, you want to embark on something, or you want to do something, and you want to do alpha first, for Dibia to do alpha for you, and tell you if you are going to succeed in that thing or not. Emma obu no otu a. Then Emma no person every human being pụta ụlọ ụtụtụ obugodo ụzọ gbaa afa tupu o si n'ime ọnụ ụlọ ya pụta. That is every human being. Onye ya nọkịta na ọ bụ n'otu a na ọ bụ na onye a n'otu a na ya ma na o kwesịrị ya iteta ụlọ ụtụtụ tupu isi n'ime ọnụ ụlọ gị na akwa ụra gị wee pụta na mbara ezi wee sị na ya na-eme anything ma ọ bụ isi na be gị pụọ ịga ọrụ ma n'ikwesịrị bugodo ibu ụzọ gbaa afa wee jụọ ọnụ mmụọ ọnụ ma taata anụ ma mpụọ ma mma abatakwa mpụọ mma anatakwa ndụ mmụọ ya adụkwa ibugodo ụzọ gbaa afa n'isi onwe gị ma ọ bụ ibugodo ụzọ bifo ị pụta n'ime ọnụ ụlọ gị jee ma ibugodo ụzọ kpọọ dibịa na-agbalụghị afa ọ gbalụghị afa na-enedu gị ife cheki ife wee mara ma ya apụkwa dị na be gị that day. Ka ọ na-ịma hụ that na every day chi fọrọ n'igwe iwee si n'ime ọnụ ụlọ gị pụta wee si na be gị wee pụọ ogo nnọọ ka isi ebe a pụọ na store ebe na ije gote ife. Did you know it is something worth inquiring about? Ma mpụ ebe na ije gote ihe ama mma anatakwa. Haven't you heard of people that just came out of their house, just close to their house, a stone throw, ka ha jee golu toothpaste fa ya eji were brush ọnụ ụtụtụ just nearby shop, and then from there ha nawa mmụọ. From there maybe motorcycle jam off ma moto kụọ ha ma ọ bụ ndị ori gbagbuo fa ma ọ bụ they just jam their death just like that. So ọ bụrụ na otu a that na everything ọ na mmadụ chọrọ ime obugodo ụzọ gbaa afa dibịa agbara ya afa ọ marakwa ịma na mụ na ga na-agba afa every day and anyị gbaa afa mmụọ si anyị apụkwa na ya apụ. Mana ezi mma na-agwa gị that living such life does not make you a free human being. It is not about what is a more saying. It is about the energy you are carrying. Hey, what I go? The energy you are carrying can avert whatever that is registered in the energy field. See, energy field is not something static or constant. Energy field is constantly being reshaped by your mental vibration. Your energy field. Because that moment in Abafa, the Dibia is only trying to assess your energy field to pick up information from there and relate to you. Managing here na agwa that na your mind, your emotion, your energy vibration is, that is, your mind is constantly shaping and reshaping your energy field. Udo is determined by your energy field. That is determined by your energy vibration. Even if it is registered within your energy field at a particular point in time, because it is when you are talking about reading energy, you are reading the energy at a specific moment, not a moment that lasts. I don't know if you understand. That is, understand that the information the Dibia is speaking at that point in time and relating to you is only valid at that second on a Jota. It's only valid within that second, that moment. Ojoro that is only valid. In the next minute, that alpha can change. The only thing that can make that alpha to remain static, stagnant, constant, bona, your mental internal energy vibration remain constant and unchanging. Man, somebody that you think consistently. Dibia nwere ike gbaa afa kịta anụ asị gị na ihe ya na-akwado ịga na ịga ya na ịma nna. Your energy vibration next moment will rearrange things. It will rearrange things that na ịga na ịyama. You know, when Ezinwa tell people about, don't always be dependent on Alpha Dibia Biology. Don't always dependent Dibia Biology, Alpha Dibia Anaedo. Don't always depend on it. When I say it, you know, I have my reasons. How can you be holding so trusting on, 100% on a system that is transitional? On a system, a revelation that is transitional. Onya bata dibia nweke gbaro ha fakita no asị gị na okay, like ndị na-agba afa relationship ka ma onye ọ bụ nwunye m, onye ọ bụ di m. Na dibia nweke gbaro ha fakita asị na nwaanyị a na nwata nwaanyị a no nwunye gị na ọ daba na nsogbu ajọ na gị je nụọ ya. You find out that after that, after the next moment, another person. Next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, marriage abasa. Why? The message Dibia Nyerugenafa was only valid at that second, that point in time. The energy within your field was reading at that point on but next moment, human mind, human internal energy vibration will shape things. That thing has a blue, yes, a measure blue, no. So, we are talking about the mind, the breathing. I will still explain about how the breathing connects to this. You know, the reason I always tell people to mind their energy, their own energy. It is not about kedihem one. Most time it is about kedihem one. What is your focus? Whatever you focus your attention on expands. That will become relevant in your life at that point in time. The can bar again. Any the report all to every day, Joe do Cadibia Barrow have a camera that day. May a poor me an attack. Go by a talking engine. The energy you carry within you can rewrite your energy field. The energy you carry within you, I'm going normally anything non easy before John check it that day. The energy you carry within will naturally dispel that thing. In a gallow of which Obrone Balafa Key were married to Pikunia and Jama. Afa gag yes, nobody has no nose. Neman Manayan Nagagabona, Obrone Balafa. Ya Dibia Baharo Gafa, you wear poor that in gem. The energy you carry within yourself, looted that place, that tend, would dispel lawyer, would disarm lawyer. In a gallow wege gashenata. Without you, I joke, special because, of course, did a while get such a signal, but in her John on his own, but he can on his own, but the next time Bonaga bag and I got treasure. And maybe catch up Aja Uke, Aja Kuga, Ajan can and cause, okay, I walk up one, you know, I got treasure, and if I about that Aja or yeah, the bay and all that, based on how I read at that point in time. Managing man, I beg that now. If you are such a person that maintains your energy, what energy? Anything that happens in man's life was triggered energetically. That is triggered from the unseen. Or where potassium at the scene. Meron you an accident is not actually an accident. It is something that was triggered in the energy world field. And then it was sustained. Not dissembered. It was sustained, maintained, and then eventually manifests in the physical. That is energy. The same way, you somebody that is always alert of your energy, conscious of your energy. That are normally, that's in her job that is building up within your energy field. You can generate energy within you that will naturally dissemble it. That is, that will naturally dissociate it. That will naturally dismantle it. And it will cease to exist. It is only an energy that is that focus is more on, that expands. If you take your attention away from an energy, a particular energy, that energy dies down on one way, a natural death. I am only trying to communicate this message. I may not have the most powerful or exact word or terms to communicate this message, but I just pray that you listen to me will understand. I just pray you understand. Oh no, if I'm gonna one day, you know, I was telling him that Nkataya is about a family traveling together in a long journey, maybe from Lagos to East. A family, you know, mother, father, and their children inside one vehicle. So man, this my guy and I about Nkata. And I was like, now this journey is too risky. What if something happened? And the entire family will just wipe out. Man, that my guy. That's why I like interacting with people that are conscious, people that are, you know, that reason the way I do. So that guy was, the guy was like, Keduka asonye odona o ji nwe mat. Osimezi nwe Anaedo otie no na. Otie no na imagodu. Nya imagodu your stand na mmụọ. Ka e ko dịka mmadụ gị Yesu ya nakata na atọ dịka egwu a. No ye na atụ egwu enwe ọkwa n'onwe ya. Na ịtụ dịka egwu a no agosi na e trust lo mmụọ gị. O nwe ihe Igbo na-akpọ ike obi. The guy said, "Ne trust the ike obi gị." So, ọ bụrụ na ị ga na-atọ dịka ụjọ anụ, then what is the essence of na-ebu onye na-eme ife mmụọ na-eme ọdịnala? That was the day the guy wee gwa m saying that na ọ bụgo no nwere something bad ya nọ on the way na-eche mụ na my family ka anyị pụta ka that thing mee. The energy I carry naturally as a conscious soul should be able to dismantle that thing n'ụzọ eche anyị na anyị pụta o dissolve anyị agara onwe anyị. And that is actually what it is. Oge ọ gwara m efe anụ uche m nata. Say yes. Uche m nata. It is not about kedu ihe afa kwuru ka ihe mmụọ kwuru. But what is your energy saying? What is your mind saying? What are you vibrating energetically? Energy, interactions. I have spoken at length about how your mind can actually influence your life. Your mind influences your life in many ways. Follow. O nwere ụdịka echiche ị ga-eche. For instance, o nwere ụdịka echiche ị ga-eche tupu ị naba ụla n'abalị. Idina na naba ụla ahụ amosu ada gị. Let me tell you. O nwere ụdịka echiche ị ga-ebu n'obi, ị ga-eche chechaa ya wee naba ụla. Ị naba ụla n'abalị ahụ amosu ada gị, ma ọ bụ ị naba ụla n'abalị ahụ ị nwee experience of ihe a na-akpọ nightmare. Now, that nightmare you nwere was not triggered by any mmụọ. It was not triggered by any mmadụ. It was triggered by your mental consciousness. If you focus your mind on. And they can go. If for that lie, don't just take it as it's just a mere reflection of it is not just a mere just by that you have actually polluted your energy field. You have actually planted a bad seed within your energy field. That is the reason you saw that manifestation in your dream. And you must not treat it as ordinary, as no many harm. Despite that, trigger. I am telling you that you must not treat it as per no many harm. A happy and no many harm. Lie, if I have one unlaw, a fear within a space of few days or manifest in real life. And when it will manifest in real life, it will be brutal, devastating. And when it eventually manifests in real life, and that misfortune hits you, kedu onye ga-asị ka ọsụrụ ya? Ị ga-asị na ọ bụ mmadụ gwọrọ gị ọgwụ? Ị ga-asị na ọ bụ ndị otu gị merụ gị? Ị ga-asị na ọ bụ agwụ gị merụ gị? Ị ga-asị na ọchị gị merụ gị? Ị ga-asị na ọ bụ ndị ichie? Ị ga-asị na ndị iyi ụwa gị? Ị ga-asị na mmụọ merụ gị? It is just you and your energy. You instructed the wrong code into your energy. Okay, what the vital role your mind plays in your life. Your mind, your mental focusing. Your mind can influence your life either positively or negatively depending on the charge. What you focus on. Yes. That's why from time to time I'm back. And I am not just a Dibiafa, I am also a counselor. I am a spiritual guide. But I'm mmadụ bịapụta nka mgbari ya afọ nwere ajụjụ m na-ajụba. Kedu ihe ị chọrọ ịgba n'afa? Kọọrọ m akụkọ about your life. What is it that you experience that make you think? No, dibịa gbara gị afa ya solve ya. Ị ga-agba m ya. Because it may not really be about mụ ya gbara gị afa. O nwere ka ọ na ihe ị need bụ healing in your energy. And for you to heal your energy, it is not by charge or ibafa. It is by me stimulating your mind. Because the alteration you make in your energy field by your mind focusing can only be corrected by stimulating your mind psychologically, working on your mind. Ọ bụla by ịchụ aja. O nwere ihe aja na-alụ. O nwere ihe ọgwụ ịgwọ ọgwụ na-alụ. But more, your mind. Your mind. Most people that run to Dibia for bath and any check, if what you just need, beginning, relax your mind. Rewire your energy. Rewire your mind time, focusing. It's just like an I long matter. Blow ye never kiki blow more just one on. I hope you know. Only the experience you can name and to go like this, so need any he need the beginning. Cholo natural food. Rie, the dogodo make natural food. Ne dozi ahụ. The right food. Cholo go di area. Nwa mmiri ọfụma. Di na ego da na ala ọla zugo di ike. Ị chọpụtara na once ị richara nri ahụ nwụọ do onwe gị ezigbo mmiri zuo ike. Izuchu ike ahụ pụta the next day ọrịa ahụ na-emebu ka iburu onwe oje tọwa n'ụlọ ọgwụ ifu ya disappear ala onwe. Nature will just heal itself. So ọ bụrụ ife niile na-emecha mmadụ ka onye a kwesịrị iburu onwe ya tọwa n'ụlọ ọgwụ. Doctor na-eme alụ, doctor na-eme m. Ọ bụrụ ife niile na-emecha mmadụ ka onye a kwesịrị iburu onwe na-agbakwu dibịa. Sometimes the things that happen to you need you to relax your mind. Call your energy back to yourself and speak to your energy. Redirect your energy. Redirect your energy. Heal yourself by your energy focusing. Relax. That is where I begin to talk about focusing in your breathing. One simple activity I know that can help any human being to return energy back to himself is focusing on your breathing. Even Otis, I watch him now. Ask yourself, when was the last time you observed that you are actually breathing as a human being? Now, can you pause for a while and focus on your breathing for some seconds? Just for some seconds. As you breathe in and out. Did you know that the way you breathe actually organizes energy within your energy field and it manifests in your life? Because your breathing, like I said earlier, is not just a biological function of the body. It's not just I breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide to stay alive. It goes beyond that. Your breathing in and out is a portal that opens that bridges. When you are able to focus your mental attention on your breathing, it helps to draw you inward. It helps you to, because your breathing connects you with the universe. It helps to stabilize you. The condition of your breathing manifests in your life, either in the positive or in the negative. The condition of your breathing is a direct reflection of your mind. What is in your mind? What goes on in your mind? Your mental focusing. It reflects in your breathing. The two are interconnected, interwoven. How you breathe sends a signal to the universe of what you desire to see manifest in your life. That is the reason, if you are angry now, boiling with anger, you find out that your breathing will become faster. By your breathing being faster, you are sending a signal to your energy field that there is tension. That there is tension. Tension. That there is urgency. Urgency. Tension. That is the message you'll be sending to your energy field. And you know one thing about energy field? The energy field is the universe that always says yes. So when you said that message to your energy field, that tension indeed will begin to build up within that your energy field. And you know what is tension? Urgency. Ifike. It will begin to build up within that your energy field. It will begin to build up. Build. Within a short while, if you are manifesting in real life, it can manifest by you having an accident. Any accident at all. Maybe road accident or even home accident. It can manifest in you, maybe if we below from accident, if you can. If you bata. If I am married. If I'm obiuku. Just by the way you breathe. You're breathing fast. Sends a signal to your energy field that tension. The energy you sustain while you are breathing, the breathing helps to transmit it to the universe. Remember, when you breathe in and out, you breathe in and out. When you are tensed, when you are, your breathing sends forth the energy within you into the universe, into your energy field. By breathing out, you give out what is within. You spread it to the environment. And then you breathe in. Remember, it is what you breathe out that is being refined by the universe and then given back to you. Like you breathe out carbon dioxide, the environment receives it and purifies it and turns it to oxygen, and you take back oxygen. You understand? Now, when you constantly saturate your energy field with tension, you find out that you will be all filled with tension. If you are angry, slow down your motion. Don't make any move anymore. Because the next move you make by that your anger, you get hit, real accident. You help you with the key make. Or the 99.9% certain. Onya mere na eburu nwoke nwunye gị mara ife pụta n'ụtụtụ ọchọ eche ịpụ ọma mkpasu gị iwe ma ịchọ ịpụ so that ka ya na-ebu n'iwe na ọnụma wee sibe gị pụọ. Maka na iburu iwe na ọnụma sibe gị pụọ, that day there is higher chances na ife ike ya eme gị n'ụzọ. Because by that iwe na ọnụma, your energy field is saturated with tension. That is the message you send forth. Tension. And when you tell the universe that tension, the universe says yes. And we build more tension. The energy you give out is what the universe understands that you need. The energy you give out, the energy you dwell on, is what the universe understands na ihe anụ bụ ihe ị need, bụ ihe ị chọrọ. No nya mere iji were focus on ya. So nwanne m, from time to time, learn to observe your breathing. calm your brain. The first thing, like when you're not well, I wash him. You got chopota. Just can make a couple experiments here and now. Just try to concentrate on your breathing. Just for some seconds. Let's say 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Concentrate on your breathing. You got chopota that now. Once your attention goes to that your breathing slows down. Yes. Your breathing slows down than when you are not aware of your breathing. Once you draw attention to your breathing, if you breathe fast, if you calm, because of your attention, you have now drawn attention into your body. Because breathing is what goes on in your body. If you want to practice meditation, for example, meditation is about focusing energy on yourself. Observing your breathing helps you to achieve that. To calm yourself. Or somebody that is furious about something, you are agitated about something, you are angry about something, something is bothering you, something is worrying you. If you want to free yourself from those energies, from those worry, from those tension, anger, just calm yourself. Close your eye, or even if you don't close your eye, just intentionally focus your attention on your breathing. Observe as you breathe in and out. Breathe with your stomach expanding and contracting instead of your chest. When you breathe under tension, you will observe that it is not your stomach that expands and contracts while you breathe. It is your chest. What it means that the tension is registered in your emotion. The heart region is the emotion region. Emotion. And the emotion, anything that the mind conceives, and from the mind it gets to the emotion. Emotion expands what the mind conceives. It expands it many times over. Yes. Anything you conceive in your mind, and it is able to pass to your emotion. Emotion expands it. So it is. When you are tensed, you find out that instead of you breathing with your stomach, you will be breathing with your heart. You will see that it is your heart that will be expanding and contrasting, and the blood pumping become more furious. And that is sickness. Sickness will be building up. But normal breathing that is conscious is actually the stomach that expands a little and contrasts. Expand and contract, while the heart remain as it is. But when it is the stomach that is still, while the heart expand and contract, then there is a problem. Sickness is building up. What you conceive in your mind is gradually building up sickness in your body. Before you marry Henemen, not only that your finances will begin to crumble, because your energy field is polluted, but also your physical body will become sick. When I tell you that your mind affects everything about you, some people don't like this kind of teaching. When they see it, they pass by. If you learn to control your mind, then you will be able to control your emotion, and you'll be able to control a lot of things about you. You'll be able to heal this your body. Because what is sickness? What can you hear with sickness? What causes sickness? Sickness is simply a distortion in the energy field. It's just simply sickness. Sickness is simply a distortion in the energy of a person. Sickness. To heal that sickness, what you still have to do is to arrange your energy, align your energy. Oh my God, in the time past, when I taught you people about how to heal yourself by your mind and by your breathing, did you know that each time you breathe in and out, it's an opportunity for you to heal yourself? Now imagine how many thousands of times you breathe in and out in a day. And then imagine how many opportunities you have lost to heal yourself because you don't pay attention to your breathing. You don't pay attention. When your energy is sick, sickness manifests in your body. Learn to heal your energy. Everything our blood did, that is just the point I'm trying to establish. In my teachings, everything is not about Babalawo, do Ifa for me. Dibia, do Ifa for me. Most times, what you need is yourself more. Heal your energy. Mental focusing. Observe your breathing. Although there is no secret that Ezinwa uses for himself that he have never dished out. But people don't pay attention to certain things when I say it. I have manifested a lot of good things in my life by focusing my energy, by my mental and emotional alignment, than by any spiritual work. Yes, I'm a lot of spiritual work. But I'm the reason Ezinwa charge. Why do Ezinwa charge? The reason Ezinwa charge is to make sure no one wants you. That is just the reason Ezinwa charge. Because I got a that na ihe na-ebute nsogbu na abụkarị ụgwọ eji spiritual depth. So each aja na-enyere m aka. I offset all my debts. I don't like iji. As a matter of fact, I'm like live such life of pay as you go. That is, any energy I utilize every day, I pay for it. Because I got on that now. As man live on earth, you are carried by Ajan. You are sustained by the sun energy, the sunlight, the sun heat, and all that. You are sustained by the air you breathe. You are sustained by the water you drink. You are sustained by the food you eat from Ajan. All the services that you are being rendered in this universe that we are living in, you pay for them. And how do you pay? You pay through a charge. And when by you don't pay, what happens? One day I know that renders all these services to you. How then a dog in Duda? What I go? So what Ezinwa does is that actually I kind of want that if a charger was to be a person, it is me. I cannot a charger can't you be? I go home over, what a home on no, how do I go safe? I know home note. No ho to none here. I home I walk with one of your Caribbean a bem forward, one dog way after a bema. Agwahom kobe, agwahom ye, agwahom kaina, agwahom de way anywhere, agwahom tiana de nelekwa. Ebian a bem Ezinwa Anaedo, your chachaya, umahofum all 1 night ya yopta. Obiamado to none here. Now the other thing Ezinwa been dear by charge. And that is why I'm a charger with reckless abandon. And the reason in the charge I know about more open gas and Ezinwa you want. Ezinwa charger. Every services I receive on daily basis from this universe, within this universe, I pay for them every day through a charger. On daily basis because it is every day that Ezinwa breathes in and out. It is every day that Ezinwa eats. It is every day that Ezinwa is carried by Ajana. It is every day that Ezinwa receives sunlight and heat. It is every day that Ezinwa makes use of the road paths. It is every day that Ezinwa receives the many services the universe is rendering to me. When I see some people like this that they can nature until Nadibia Balafa charge to put for man fire charge. When I see such people, I laugh. In a chant to Dibia Balafa get charge to pay a man got charge. When you know that every day you are living, you are contracting debts. In a chant in a get charge to pay a man got charge. It do more serious. So I just think on daily basis, Boko and when I'm one you mana when the gente or blood those are just can depend on. In terms of fueling in terms of me getting what I need out of life. No. I now anchor on those energies in Chunyalaja. We may use my inner energies, alignment, my mind, my emotion and all that. I now use them to create and manifest the things I need. That is the extra thing that I need, actually. I don't know if you understand. I know how much I can wear. All those ones are normal thing. That the universe supplies every time. It's just for you to keep paying. So I am not practicing meditation or all this thing on the kuziro. I know my practice here. Makana can wear maneko. Maobuka ajan we wicked na a boom na support Maobuka anyan we wicked na cham. No, the reason Ezinwa practices energetic alignments, meditation and all that is actually to manifest the extra things I need in this life. The basic things I need, Aja takes care of them. The universe supplies me that. They are not choosing Aja where. But the extra thing that I need, almost the extra thing more than I need. The extra thing that you need. To live this life happily. I create them myself. I manifest them myself. And because no one when I'm now one in engine, I'm more staying charge. More stand there on my way from manifesting, creating the thing that I need. I hope you now understand. Hey, I wish. The reason is you are trying block a more moto. A block a more neg well duplex. The reason is you are trying block a more where me geke motanga more boke no adi. That is not the reason you are trying. Even if I don't be like it or more Mana, just get it today. I have been saying it in my teaching, but let me still repeat it. The reason I'm mad at you, a block a more when you get it, more when you get one, more when you get go. The reason is you charge about what the basics services you never receive. More render go already. Can I render with or without you being aware? Some people step on our journey. Just now, so when I gave on Hana, I gave me here in Hana, and I alone on our motor, and I me here in Conina near me, people make use of the earth without actually understanding. They have no about services. Faga where people see the sun rise every morning, every day. I illuminate the whole world, and then giving them heat, warmth, and all that light. And some people, their consciousness never tell them that These are the services that the universe renders on a routine that they pay for. And how do they pay for? Through a charge. For example, you are not doing it. Ị naghị achụ aja mmiri ka mmụọ wee nye gị ego. Ị naghị achụ aja mmiri ka mmụọ wee merụ gị any other extra thing. Ị na-achụ aja mmiri to gịnị? Ka ị wee kwụọ ụgwọ the services you have been receiving already, even before you became aware of it. Not those extra things which again are again iji ese na onya ka iji achụ aja. Ana m achụ aja biko na ọkụ unu nye m di ka nnụ adị, na ọkụ unu mee ka mụta nwa, na ọkụ unu mee ka na ana m achọ nwa nwaanyị ka mụta nwa nwaanyị, ma ana m achọ nwa nwoke ka mụta nwoke, ma na business m na-eme ngasa biko na ọkụ. Those extra things you are asking for, you are the one to create them yourself. Because mmụọ aja ndị na-achọ bụ na mmụọ enyego oge the resources already. No, weruzie resources anụ atọnụzie to ihe ị chọrọ. The resources you need to get all these things you need, ị chọrọ, have been provided for you already. Aja na-achọ bụ the raw material ka ị na-akwụ ụgwọ. Ị naghị akwụ ụgwọ the finished product. You are the one to turn the raw material into finished product. Na mmụọ enyego gị the raw material, ka raw material mmụọ nyere gị, mmụọ enyego gị aja ana, mmụọ enyego gị mmiri, mmụọ enyego gị ikuku ị na-eku, mmụọ enyego gị anyanwụ, nye gị ọnwa, nye gị kpakpando niile juru n'igwe, nye gị everything. It is now left for you. Take all these raw materials, turn them into finished product according to your desire. Turning them into finished product is not the work of more. It is now the work of you. And you are going to do that through your alignments, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You are now the one to draw these raw materials and turn them into finished products for yourself. Yeah, but for example, it shows that now you don't even understand the concept of HWAJA to start with. The concept, the idea behind HWAJA. Ịchụ aja adịghị enye mmadụ di. Ịchụ aja adịghị enye mmadụ ego. Ịgwọ ọgwụ adakwa enye mmadụ di nke o ji enye mmadụ ego. You create all these things by yourself. So onye mere ezi nwa n'ọnọ mbịa kụziere ọnụ mbịa kwukwa all these things. For instance, onweghị dịka aja ị chọrọ n'ụwa ma ọ dịka ọgwụ ịgwọrọ n'ụwa. Ọ bụ na ịma mpụzi na shop ga kpọpe shop gị ka customer wee nwee ike wee bịa ka i wee laa ya. Onweghị ụdị ka aja ị chọrọ n'ụwa ma ọ bụ ọgwụ ịgwọrọ n'ụwa ka ọ bụzie na ị ga-edina n'elu bed, ịpụta ọrụ ụtụtụ idina na bed, idinegido ikunye ije nyụọ nsị wụọ ahụ rie nri idinerụkwa imegide echi eji. Ịgwa m nọ ị na-eme ya, ego esi n'elu na-ada. It no go ever happen. No bụ ịchụ aja. I wee tinyezie your mind ya anaghị ekwu okwu ya. I tinyezie ya to good use to create the things that you want. Amakwa m na video ga-eto ogologo like this. Mana ọ dịkwana ka ọ na-adị. Video Ezinwa na-adị etowe ogologo. And maybe anya my people that like carry wash ya. Except ndị ọkara obi. Nkuzi m maka ndị ọkara obi. Not be for everybody. Maka ndị dị serious about life. No be for lazy people. My teachings. So we're body. Ekenekwana m ụlọ. Na-achụ aja. Na-achụ aja. But don't stop there. Spirituality does not end on ịgwọ ọgwụ na ịchụ aja. It does not end on ịgakwu dibịa gbara m afa na enemy ife cheke ife. It is more about yourself. You taking charge of your energy. Take charge of your energy. So that trivial things will not be causing you headache. Trivial things. If somebody meru, abịa na affect your energy, abịa na enye gị nsogbu. When you are the one that have the touch, cheta example in your own about torchlight in darkness. Imagine na chi jiri kịta kpii ọkụ nepa adịghị anyanwụ anaghị acha ọnwa adịkwu ha ebe niile darkness. However, the only thing you are able to see is the thing you shine your torchlight. Full torchlight cage. The only thing you are able to see in that darkness is the only thing you shine your torchlight on. Then why is it that there are many things in that darkness that you can shine your torchlight on and see and even expand, and you just choose to focus your torchlight on somebody named Zuzu by your side? You choose to focus your torchlight on negativity. The more you focus your torchlight on it, the more it will look as if that there's nothing more that exists in that darkness apart from only that negativity. That is how it will be in your life. Because that is the only thing you'll be seeing. You choose to focus on this negativity. And every other good thing that exists in your life will all be in darkness. And you are only illuminating something that is not of any benefit to you. But that is rather giving you more trouble, more worry. The more you focus your torchlight on that thing, the more you give it attention, the more attention you give it, the more it expands. The more it expands. If you want to disarm any enemy, whether human being or whatever, if you want to disarm any energy, any enemy spirit or enemy human being, what you just need to do, beginning, shift your attention out away from it. It will cease to exist. That enemy will just die a natural by. No, you stop feeding it. Any energy you give attention, you feed it. And then any energy you feed, it gains weight and expands. But if you stop giving it attention, you will automatically stop feeding it. And it will just buy. If I'm cool line, anyway, I can do it on your sham. Darren, I have to stop here. Because next year, I am everyone. And also na monthly ritual I name. I am on October rituals. And then Kwasaka goes on every one. If you want to be part of anyone, you chat me on WhatsApp 08032477868. My name is Ezinwa Anaedo. I come for the total restoration of ordinary men and neighbor. Can I say share this message, please? Thank you.